How's it going, guys and gals? My name is Sergeant Beckett, and welcome back to another Sergeant Beckett React. Today's Sergeant Beckett React, we're coming back to the round of Middle Ground from Jubilee. And in today's Jubilee Middle Ground video, we are reacting to Can Body Positive and Fitness Enthusiasts Find Middle Ground? Now, on this standpoint, I'm kind of on the same level with Daz Games here, and he said it better. So if I find the quote, I'll pop it in where he said it. If not, I'll try my best to sort of explain it the way I've understood it, and hope not to botch it completely. So in a second, you're either gonna get Daz or myself. As Daz said, by the way, if I haven't found the clip, as he says, like on one video I watched once, I think that from what I gathered, like there's a point in which if you are slightly overweight or that sort of stuff, it's fine, but it's fine up to a point. Like, you can, like, if you want to be if you are slightly overweight and you're positive about that, that's great. But there's a point in which it does become impactful to your health. Well, I think that's what he said. But it was along the lines of a bit of a weightness is fine as long as it doesn't impact your health. That was along the lines of what it was, and I kind of agreed with him on that. So, yeah, I might not even have that part in the video. Oh, fucking internet. Anyway, so, can body positive and fitness enthusiasts find middle ground? Let's get this show on the road.
Is a top priority in my life.
You never know how bad you feel until you start feeling better than you've ever felt in your life. And I've been on both ends of the spectrum, and damn, it's very different to now being like really focused on the mind, body, and soul, and like really having all parts just as equal as the others.
For me, I am a cancer survivor, and so my entire life now is about making sure that I have a life, you know, to continue. So
yeah, I was diagnosed with lymphedema at age 3, which affects the circulation for me through my legs and feet. So health for me has always been at the top of my mind, because if I don't take care of my body, like I could have an amputated foot or leg. So it's nothing that I play around with.
All of my family almost has suffered from diabetes, heart disease and stuff like that. So that's why I'm extra conscious about my health, because I don't want to come down with any of those diseases.
I have a regular workout routine.
Me? God no. I mean, I don't work out for starters. So, a routine? Nah.
I've been working out consistently since I was 19 years old. I used to work out 2 hours a day, but then I realized it's way too long. So now my workout sessions with weights are about 45 minutes, and then the rest is stretching and cardio. And I spend a lot of time stretching because it allows me to get in the zone, kind of like a meditation of sorts.
It's all mental. Like, I go to the gym or work out or do something kind for my body in forms of movement every day because it keeps me sane. Like, if I don't go there, then I feel like something's missing, and I get a little bit depressed.
absolutely.
Singing all by myself back there. I was going to the gym regularly every day for like 6 months, and then my life shifted. I lost my father. Like, a lot of things happened in my life that threw off my whole routine. And so the point when I was going to the gym so regularly, I felt like my brain felt happier. Like, I've gotten that feeling back in other ways. I have no desire in me to change my body in any way. I like when my bucket's a little bigger. I agree with you on that one.
Not at all.
See, this is where we're gonna get, because I will tell you, not every big person wants to be small.
I am conscious about what I eat.
Got a little heated there, didn't it? Well, I kind of have to be now. I didn't used to be. as far as anything that I liked, I kind of just stuffed in my face, but I have to be now. Because, yeah, I've got a slight gluten intolerance, so, not that, I mean, I'm not a celiac, so it doesn't give me an allergic reaction to it, but just, if I have large amounts of gluten in one time, I will regret it later on at night. Let's just say that. I shall refrain from going into further detail.
My mom had me in Weight Watchers in junior high. Yeah. Like, so my relationship with food and what I'm putting into my body has been like completely, can we curse, fucked up, like since the very beginning.
I've had a severe sugar addiction since I was a kid.
And it, like the binge eating, like it makes you feel like everything, I can't have this is the enemy. So when I see it and I can have it, I'm like, oh, I want to eat it all.
Every day I wake up, I have a green smoothie. I'm always very conscious of like what I'm putting into me, which I think is, I'm just gonna say the controversial statement, I think is something that people would never think is true based off the size of my body.
There's so much studies that are coming out, like in terms of like your microbiome, like the microbiome that you have, like you can literally eat green smoothies and eat like everything you're supposed to be eating and not lose the weight because you have an imbalance in your microbiome. And then people who are thin, they're just really thin, but they eat McDonald's every day.
But they don't.
Yep, that's that is accurate to a T, more or less. Not completely. I don't have it every day, but like it's close enough.
Realizes how much they're clogging their arteries, and they die of heart attacks more than quote unquote big people.
I received negative feedback about my body growing up.
Nope.
Oh, there you go.
Nope.
I would have people, like some family members be like, oh, you look a little heavier than you did last year. And then other family members that were a lot more direct, like, when are you gonna lose the weight? And it's been like that, I would say, my whole life. And then we got to a point where I was getting compared to my little sister who's like beautiful and thin. And it's like, it is so hard not to compare yourself to other people. It is so hard to have a healthy relationship with food and with fitness and just with other people. And it became so difficult to break out of that and to really love who I am inside.
Sure. My stepmom would take like, if I had a wrapper of chips like in my room, like she would put it on top of like my dresser and say like, I'm not the reason why you're fat, this is. Like, it was all very like, but it was super crazy psychological because I was like, we've never even discussed this before.
I'm from Texas. We all eat soul food. So everybody was eating the same shit food. So my mom, 250 pounds, my brother, 350 pounds. But I was eating the exact same foods. And I didn't even know until I got around Los Angeles health conscious people. I'm like, what? Wait, you mean to tell me you don't have freaking bacon cheeseburger every single day? I didn't know.
So like when you got to LA, what triggered it in your head that said, oh, this to me is the right way for me to look now?
I wanted to be a model.
The idea that you wanted to become a model and the only idea of model to you meant being thin or fit or whatever that means.
Yeah, that's all I saw because it wasn't as popular. Like plus size wasn't popular back then when I was 18 years old.
Plus size is definitely not popular.
But it still opened up way more than it was when I was 18.
The conversation, I will say, is much more broad now. I feel like we're able to talk about these things a lot easier now than we were before. But what the actual way that the industry treats plus size models is totally different.
Sometimes people use being body positive as an excuse not to take care of themselves.
I've never heard of that before. I've never heard of that before. But it would make sense. Never heard it, but I can see where that's coming. Well, how that would work. As in how people would use that body positive as an excuse not to do that. Yeah, I can. Yeah, that makes sense.
This question makes me very passionate. This is really big for me because I've been like come for from other body positive influencers, but I feel like that messages other people put out are very dangerous to a young woman who thinks that it's okay. I don't care what size you are, it's not okay to sit and eat cheeseburgers and ice cream all day. Like that has nothing to do with your size.
I think there's a difference between acceptance and agreement. So like you can accept your body and be in disagreement with the health situation that you have, right? Like
we hear fit experts always saying, be skinny, lose weight, that's the healthy way to do it.
Like,
So,
how
but
could
we
you
never
love your
say,
body if you're fat?
At least we don't say, be fat because it's better for your heart, it's better for your soul, it's better for your, you know what I mean?
Honestly, even what you just said, like body acceptance versus body agreement, like to you, you might see one of us and be like, oh, they accept their bodies, but I'm sure they don't agree with what it looks like.
I mean, I wouldn't know unless I talked with someone, but like, whatever the number, like whatever like is coming up in terms of like, you know, when you go to the doctor, like at the end of the day.
No, let's not even
But
start
even better, as fit people, when you see a person who is overweight or fat or obese, however you want, whatever term you want to use, what's the first thing that happens in your head? Do you think like, oh, like it's great that they accept themselves, but they could use to lose weight? Or what is your first thought when you see something?
My very first thought, no one's like born that way. So you like there's habits and things that you observe.
But you actually can be born with that.
Say, like we could eat the exact same thing and be two different people.
It could be how you're.
Yeah, I was gonna say there is a thing called genetics. I say that in a high positive fact because let's just say my father he was not on the bigger side per se. Trying to not offend anyone there. He was on the bigger side of things. And let's just say he had 2 sons, me being one of them, and my brother being the other one, obviously. I took after the genes of my grandfather, from my mum's side. My brother, he took more on the side of my dad's side. Not as, at the moment, not as, big, but, he took more, he's more. He's got a lot more genes. He's got a lot more of the genes from a dad, basically.
Raised, parenting, and stuff like that. I didn't really know what to expect today. I didn't know how the body positive individuals were going to come across. I didn't know if they were for a healthy lifestyle or not. But I think it's beautiful that you guys acknowledge how important it is to keep yourself healthy.
Do I feel like there are people in the body positive community that say, well, I'm just happy being fat and I'm just going to lay down and just do that? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Fat pride, hashtag fat pride was something that was going on for a little while.
Just body positivity in general has become a big buzzword that everyone just.
I mean, I've never heard of fat pride, but I have noticed the whole thing for, like accepting your body and stuff. I have heard that, like, I'm not, again, in relation to a video I recorded, or one of these videos I recorded the other day, well, actually, no, well, today, but whenever it gets released, I'm on the internet, I see, I see a lot of this stuff come up, probably not all of it, but I see a lot of it come up, but, so yeah, I'm sort of aware. I was aware of that sort of.
Exactly.
You said something at some point that body positivity and like health and stuff is different. Like, is that what everybody thinks?
The actual body positive community was created to give a platform to bodies that have been marginalized in our society.
Right.
That's what it was actually created for.
Which means
big bodies, disabilities,
super skinny bodies, anything.
Different races. And I want to scream because I'm like, actually, this is not meant for you. This is meant for bodies who don't have a voice.
The fitness community is the reason why the body positive community exists, and I think that as a community, it's important for you guys to be a little bit more inclusive.
People come up to me.
It was really great talking with you guys on that. I think we really did find a middle ground. But we did. I think we all realized that it's not this line. This really isn't a line.
Pride and ego out. Let's freaking talk.
I know. I love how the actual line.
It was actually on this side and this side.
Hey guys, Jason from Jubilee here. We hope you.
That was pretty good. That was a pretty alright. That was actually. But. I think that was I agreed with a lot of the stuff that was said there, like, and I got myself called out quite a bit there as well, but like, I don't really have any like general final thoughts other than the fact that I agree with a lot of what was said there, and just I thought it was just a very good video. If you have any final thoughts on like just the general topic, then please put them in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'd love to have a scene, have a look. But do be mindful, and I probably should say that a lot more often, because I don't actually at all. This is a middle ground video I'm reacting to, and it is a controlled environment video that I'm reacting to. So I obviously would like you guys to not berate each other in the comments over things that you say. I would obviously like this to be like middle ground, to be all controlled and nice, and everyone to be friendly with each other after disagreements have been had. And on that note, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, Sergeant Beckett, if you'd like. In the description of this video, there's a link to my link tree under the label of my stuff. In that link tree, you can find things such as other social medias like Instagram and TikTok, to some Discord servers such as the official Sergeant Beckett Discord server, and the Sergeant Beckett Media Productions Discord server, which is currently the home for the my in development series of Star Trek Morningstar. And there's also a website link below for the sealed knot if you like it as well. Thank you all again for watching. See you all in the next video. Adios.